dance, make it bang, yeah.
Midnight in Miami. Good vibes, open views. And you could get the latest news. It's all on YouTube at midnight in Miami.
Ladies and gentlemen, how the motherfuck you doing? How is everything? How you experiencing this apocalypse? You know, how's the apocalypse treating you? I hope you staying Rona free, you know, cause that's the topic of discussion of the moment at the moment. I am joined here as always by my main man, ill-logicz.
What it is?
I am also joined here by Ali, the alien.
Asadu.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest on set today. For the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you Etrnvlwave. Brother, how you doing?
What's going on?
Boom. What's going on, brother?
Ain't nothing much, man. It's good to be here, bro. Staying safe and, you know.
Staying safe, man. Speaking of staying safe, yo, how you living this Rona life right now, man? How is Rona life treating you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. This Rona life is rough.
It's rough right now.
You know, it kind of gives me more of that vacation time to spend it with, you know, who I really care about. You feel me?
That Ronacation right there.
Yeah, right.
More than that.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, it gives me one chance to, you know, kind of get ahead of the game. You feel me? Because, you know, a lot of people are going to be vacationing and, you know, taking time off of work. But, you know, I got the studio in the crib, so I'm working every day.
Well, that's what a lot of people were saying, that this is going to kind of like how it would do when rappers go to like jail or whatever and they have nothing but time, so they just spend it writing.
Yep.
You know, a lot of people, you know, responsible people, unlike us right now, are staying home, and you know, in quarantine or whatever. But we assure the viewers at home that this is not a gathering of more than 10 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, most definitely.
Definitely.
10.
What are you mostly just writing right now during this downtime? Give me a. I know right now everything's kind of like up in the air, upside down. What would be a regular day in the life of Etrnvlwave and a day in the life of quarantined Etrnvlwave?
Nothing's changed, to be honest. Nothing's changed other than...
You haven't stayed at home more so?
I've stayed at... I mean, I'm always at home.
Okay,
I'm
you're
never...
a homebody?
Yeah, I'm never, like, a go out to the club person, you know, unless it's, like, something that...
to?
Yeah, unless I got to, you know,
Yeah.
unless it's, like, I got to go perform or, you know, I want to go out just to go out because I have the urge to, you know, I haven't been out in a while. You know, it's time to go see what's new in the city. But other than that, I just stay inside. I stay inside my house. I record. I mix and master myself and everything like that. So, you know, I'm just be writing and making music, coming up with new melodies, coming up with new ways to say different things and how to change people's perspective and how to, you know, paint pictures more. Like now I'm learning more how to, now since quarantine started, I'm learning more how to paint a full Mona Lisa in people's heads.
That's beautiful. When you talk about painting pictures, how would you describe your sound for the listeners who maybe haven't gotten a chance to check out your stuff yet? Yeah, how would you describe it?
Honestly, my sound is very different. I would like to say my sound is very unique in a way because I have a lot of substance when it comes to my music.
Okay.
So even though you may hear, you know, the new age melodies and everything like that, I still have the substance versus, you know, where, you know, you got some artists who just really rap about nothing, you know.
Big facts.
It's just like I'm just trying to like show people that, you know, there's still that substance and there's still those artists out there that aren't just being put out there as these other artists that are being put out. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, in the ways that the music industry works, this is how they wanted it to be set up. But obviously it's going to fail. I feel like music is a revolving door. So it's just like, you know, this may be the new thing, but the old is going to be new again. And it's already, you know, kind of transcending into the old back into the old, but with new, you know, artists and new waves and like new frequencies.
Like it repeats itself.
Yeah, exactly. But it's gonna come back to where it was just like, oh, lottie-dottie, we like the party and people. Because you see people on Twitter now, they're going back to 80s doing like group walks and shit like that to 80s music. It's like, yo, you ain't seen shit like that since the 80s, bro. Yeah. Like, people are diving back into like 70s and the 60s and even deeper than that. Like, my girl put me on the Vaporwave. And I didn't even know what Vaporwave was until...
That shit's fire.
Yeah, that shit is fucking lit. That shit is fucking lit.
You mentioned Wave a lot. Mr. Wave. Where'd you get the name Eternal Wave? How'd that come to be? How'd you get it? Did you give it to yourself?
I gave it to myself.
Nice. How'd you come up with it?
To be honest, I did a lot of soul searching. I started cutting off people and like not in a negative light or anything like that, and I let them all know, you know, I know you guys may feel some type of way, but like this is how, you know, I gotta maneuver for the time being. I don't know how long it's gonna take, you feel me? But if you really fuck with me, you feel me, you'll understand, you feel me, and you'll still be around. If not, then so be it. You feel me? Like, you just weren't supposed to be with me on my path to wherever the fuck I'm going. You feel me? So it was just like, when I started to like really sit back and think about me as an artist, and I was watching tons of YouTube videos on like Timberland and Dr. Dre, A-Son, and which is Old Dirty Bastard for most people who don't know, but and just different artists in general, like everybody had this one unique thing about them and why their name, like Drake stood out to me for a minute because when he said do right and kill everything, it's like that's what Drake is known for now. It's like no matter what song Drake is on, he does right and he kills everything. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, I wanted to make an imprint like, all right, how can I make that big imprint without feeling like I'm copying somebody else? So I was just like, yo, eternity. Like, I always fell in love with the name Eternity because it means there's no beginning or end. So, like, I wanted to name my daughter Eternity. But I just named myself Eternal, and then the wave that I'm creating, I knew I was creating something special and something, you know, that I could put on that I can actually put on a table and be like, yo, this is me. Like, this is what you need to hear. This is what you need to listen to. Fuck the other bullshit. Not saying that you can't listen to the other bullshit, but if you want to be in contact with your soul and really find your true purpose, just listen to what I went through. Because everything that I rap about in my songs is what I've been through or what I've seen people go through. You feel me? Like standing right beside me or sitting right beside me, just sit down, talk to me and tell me what they're going through. And I put it in a song, and then it's just like, boom. Now I can really connect to you on somehow, some sort of level. You feel me? So, yeah, that's how Eternal Wave came about. And then I came up with a scenario where it was just like, yo, my wave, my music, my sound, what I'm saying will forever live on. There's no beginning or end, because once it happens and it grows into the light that it's supposed to grow into, people are going to try to emulate it. You feel me? And even though you emulate it, it will never be, you know, the original, authentic creation. So
that's beautiful. I have a similar point of view when it comes to...
That's really dope.
That's beautiful right there. I have a similar point of view when it comes to, I guess, like bringing up, you know, people that have passed away in songs. It's my way of kind of like immortalizing them. You know, like that song, no matter what happens, no matter if it goes platinum or not, that song is created and that song is in the universe. Nothing can take that away. Exactly. So if that person is mentioned on that song, it's eternal, you know? Ill, why don't you, I don't think I've asked this, how did you come about getting your name?
I don't know if you have.
Yeah.
I like to listen to a lot of different music, and Mark Anthony's actually one of my favorite artists. If you didn't know.
Holy shit, I did not. Yo, what?
Juan Luis Guerra, Mark Anthony, those are like gods.
Yo, that's
so
hilarious.
There's a song that he has. It's called Ahora Quién. And in the hook,
Oh, that song is great.
that song is amazing.
It
In the
just-
hook, it says, "Ahora quién si no soy yo, banana, y me siento estúpido, ilógico." So when I heard ilógico, I was like, "Damn, that's dope, man." In translation, it's illogical in English. Ilógico. So I was like, "Dope. I could work with that." And then I just changed some letters around.
Yo,
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that. We're
Yeah,
gonna put a little,
ilógico. Ahora quién, if you want to put the little.
we're gonna put
Shout
a
out Mark
little
Anthony.
snippet of the music video. Let's get hit with that copyright. That's beautiful. Yo. Come
Yeah,
on,
dude.
that's beautiful.
So not as
Oh,
extravagant
shit.
as what he was saying.
Yeah,
But
You would've
that's
ne- that
how I
reminds-
came up with my name.
You would have never guessed. That reminds me of the Cash Black, how he found it
how
from a
he-
BuzzFeed video.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
You were mentioning some big names. What would you say growing up were some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to music?
Michael Jackson, most definitely.
Nice.
James Brown.
Nice.
My dad loved Biggie. He loved Biggie and Tupac, but he loved Biggie more. So I grew up listening to Biggie more.
Okay.
But then I got on Tupac, and I fell in love with Pac too. Literally everything in the 90s. Snoop, Slick Rick, damn, what was his name? The colorful haired nigga that I thought was fruity as fuck.
The one that's in prison?
Wow. Great description.
Damn.
That's an amazing
Takashi?
I
description.
can't. Google fruity ass nigga.
Takashi.
Cisco.
Oh.
Disco.
He
Yeah.
came out with the platinum hair
thinking-
Yeah, the
first.
platinum hair.
Yeah.
Yo, I was thinking Frank Ocean.
But yeah, nah, Cisco.
Frank Ocean, though.
I like Frank Ocean
Yeah,
too.
Frank Ocean's dope with it.
Yeah.
I think he's setting. I think he's a trailblazer.
Yeah.
In his
yeah.
own regard.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, speaking of Frank Ocean, do you think if Frank Ocean would have been successful 20 years ago?
Yeah.
You think so? Given his
What's
sexual
20
orientation?
years ago? 2020. But he
2000.
Reason why is because I
2020.
feel like
It's that coronavirus.
That's that Rona. Don't worry.
oh god.
That's that.
But it's just like I realized with music is just when I started music because like I didn't have nobody to talk to like about anything. So like
When did you start?
I started when I was 16.
Nice.
So like yeah, but I took it seriously after my cousin passed, which was in like 2010.
What made you start at 16?
I used to write poetry a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
And then my cousin that passed, like he had like a whole studio in his crib,
Oh,
and then
shit.
I was just like, nigga, what the fuck? And then he was just like, yeah, bro, I'm making music. I'm like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You ain't making no music. And then he was just like rapping on the mic, and then like he was just watching me write, and then he came over to me one day and he was just like, yo, what you writing? I'm just like, poetry. And then he just read it and he was just like, yo, you take some of these words out, like this can actually be a rap. Like, and I'm like, man, stop playing with me, bro. Like, I'm not gonna rap. Like, I get bullied in high school, dog. Like, the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like,
I watch anime, bro.
yeah, you feel me? Like, chill out. Like, let me just focus on my video games, PlayStation. Like, let me just do me, bro. Like, basketball and shit like that. But then, like, after he passed, I was just like, holy shit. Like, my whole life kind of just spiraled. And then at that point, it was like, I sat in his little studio chair. And then my aunt and my uncle and my cousin came in the room and they was like, yo, if you sit in that chair, like, you got to be willing to take the responsibility that come with it. You feel me? So I was just like, do I sit in the chair? Do I not sit in the chair? At that point.
That's
but-
that
looks like a
blue pill,
comfy
red
chair.
pill right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Blue pill, red pill right there.
So I'm like, yo, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna just sit in the chair. So I sat in the chair and I'm just like, and all of a sudden I just felt this energy from it. Like, it was kind of weird. It was kind of just like some kind of cartoon shit.
Hey,
like,
going Super Saiyan over here.
yeah,
bro.
like I just sat in the chair and then just like, yo, I just felt like I had like so much superpowers.
Hey.
And then like at that point, it was just like, from that point on, everything just started elevating, and then I just started getting better and better and better at it. And then other people was like, yo, this shit is actually hard. or like this shit is actually dope. Like,
So
bro,
he taught you like stuff prior?
not really. Like, he just told me like, yo, take a few words out. Like, how I taught myself, and how I really taught myself is just I used to listen to the radio a lot. Nelly used to be like my favorite artist in like 2002.
Nice.
So it was just like when that song like and then he just started rapping, like I just started rapping with him, and it started like trying to sound like him and trying to get like, you know, the swag in my voice and shit like that. So like after doing that with him, I went on to like Chris Brown and try to like sing, and then try to teach myself to sing. And then I was like, nah, this singing shit ain't gonna work for me. Like, fuck that. So
speaking of Nelly, that Nelly Tim McGraw duo, that was the original Lil Nas X. If we're being like, for real.
Yeah, dead ass. And then it was just like, then I stumbled on the Tory Lanez.
Nice.
I stumbled on the Tory Lanez when I was in high school, like probably junior year of high school, and like I dug deep into Tory because like for some reason it was just like something about Tory just like stuck with me, like his like personal like, cause like he was homeless and everything like that. Like my mom eventually kicked me out of my crib, so then like I had nowhere to go and shit like that. So it was like his story kind of resembled with mine, and then I was like hearing the pain and hearing like all sorts of shit, like all sorts of like different sounds, and then I started seeing like different colors, and then like the only colors I would see is purple, and then like red used to be my favorite color, but now purple is like my ultimate favorite color just because of that. Like I went through like really dark times, and it was just like all I seen was the color purple wherever I went. Like anytime I would listen to him, and I would always listen to him more than any other artist at that point. And then I would listen to myself, and then I realized that my shit would turn blue, like when I would listen to myself, and I'm like, yo, nah, my shit gotta be purple.
That's really fucking interesting, actually. Do you try to when you listen to artists, do you kind of like close your eyes to see what color they paint for you, or do you only do that for your own music?
Nah, I do that for everything.
Dope.
Yeah.
I recently saw a video of an artist, and anytime he sees or hears music, he sees colors. But it also, I was looking, do you know in the chakras? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was looking, and when you were talking, it was like the purple chakra is the third eye, and then the blue chakra is the throat, which is the I speak. So it's like if you want to speak into like a higher frequency, you're going into the purple. But if you're speaking to, say, the one below, you're going into the blue.
Exactly.
So okay, for someone that's hella uninformed in this, when I was younger and when I was younger and someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get my chakras aligned," I thought they were gonna get their back cracked. Yeah. I thought they were getting their back aligned, So what goes into going into a session and getting your chakras aligned? I've never done it or know. So I don't know if you guys.
I mean, I've never been in like a session.
Okay.
I just privately meditate.
Okay,
Yeah,
dope.
Yeah.
That's the best way, because it's like an internal thing, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in meditation, you're kind of bringing yourself into the center, and you're also like visualizing yourself get centered. Mm-hmm. But when you're going to an actual Reiki person, so I haven't been there recently, but what she explained is because she's in a higher frequency, she's able to understand where you are or where your chakras are to align them.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm explaining it all well, but you know.
Dope.
After, the reason why it feels like it's so personal is because after they can speak to what you have been going through, where they're like, oh, you have pain here, or you having your period or whatever, and it's like, bitch, why you in my pants, you know?
Etrnvlwave, would you consider yourself more a spiritual person or a religious person?
Spiritual.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Elaborate on that.
I believe in God, but I just don't believe in religion. Like,
Okay, word.
I just feel like if you look up the word religion in the Bible, I mean not in the Bible, in the dictionary, religion, it means like your own beliefs, whatever you believe in. So it's like many people have many beliefs, which is why we have over like 3 different religions. You feel me? But we're all praying to the same person. Everybody just has different principles and moralities. You feel me? Just based off, you know, the environment that they were grown in. You feel me? So like, you know, the rich 1% have certain moralities, which, you know, I guess they brought Christianity or whatever religion they wanted to force upon, you know, America. You feel me? And then it's just like, all right, now us as, you know, minorities and colored people, it's like, all right, we're going to pray to God, but some people be like, yo, I'm going to pray to a black God. I pray to a black God. I don't pray to no white God.
Yeah.
And then some people be like, oh, I pray to God, just whoever God is. Like, I don't care
Yeah, like
about
I don't think God has any pigmentation personally.
Exactly.
You know, I don't think
So-
God is human. Like, that's just me.
Exactly, me too. So it's just like, I just feel like, and then on top of that, it's just like, if you really look at it too, it's just like, all right, this is why I tell people like, yo, I fuck with Kanye still. And it's
Yeah?
just, and it's not,
Even throughout the whole Trump thing.
I mean, besides all that, like just on like a spiritual like level, like when he was saying like, oh, I'm God. In a
So
sense.
you can separate the artist from the music.
Yeah.
Okay, word. We were having that discussion a couple episodes ago about separating the artist from the music.
Yeah, most definitely. Because it's two different, you know, you live 2 different lives. You feel me? Like,
So, for example, what do you think about this whole what's his name? Y Melly or YMB? What's his
YNW Millie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That about the lyrics of him killing someone and him actually killing someone.
Oh,
Oof,
this is the
that
first time I'm
is-
hearing this. Remember, guys, I live
Under a cave. Your residential caveman.
Yeah, I'm a caveman.
But he was arrested for the actual crime, or
So there was report of the friend being murdered, and because of his lyrics, they're associating him to the crime.
you know the song "Murder on My Mind."
Yeah.
You,
I got murder on my mind.
you know the song.
I got murder on my mind.
It's actually really good.
Nah, you've never
Could
heard
have
that?
sworn. No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was a big song.
Okay.
And yeah, and I guess he was seen in court recently. He was smiling. I don't know. What do you think about that? Because every single rapper is talking about killing this, hoes, you know, trapping, selling
And that's
drugs.
the thing. It's just like, yo, like, there's other things, there's other subjects you can dive into. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like, you know, for me, like, I'm a very romantic dude. So, like, yo, like, I
On
don't
a personal level, or on
You
his
wouldn't
music?
even rap about
Both.
that.
both.
Both.
It's just like, yo, like, I remember when like niggas used to rap to girls to get girls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you feel
yeah.
me? Like, not like slander them and like, you know, just like use
Early-
them as
early
like
Chris
sex
Brown.
ornaments. Yeah, you feel me? Or like when Romeo was still rapping, or
Yeah.
like when Bow Wow was still rapping.
Mario?
You feel me? Like, yeah.
Mario, come on, man.
And I'm glad that Tory Lanez, you know, brought, you know, the whole Chicks Tape shit
Yeah.
into effect too, because it was just like, yo, the world needed that. Like, nigga, like, nobody's listening to shit like that no more. Like, everybody just wants to listen to like ignorant shit.
Yeah.
What I can
Unfortunately.
who I can think that's still falling in that category is J. Cole.
What do you mean?
He does like love songs. I mean,
Okay,
he'll do a
okay,
song
okay.
about you know, losing his virginity. Which one was it? Was it losing? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was losing his virginity.
Yeah. You know, what was that? What was the name of that song? First time.
Yeah,
Was it first time? Yeah.
Probably,
Solid song. I thought it was cool.
No, it's good.
No, that was a dope song. Like,
know?
that whole Forest Hill Drive was actually.
Yeah.
See, he's the type of man that he would be like, I can rap about what he wants to rap about, but then I don't know what song he did, but it's like, if y'all want this shit, I'm gonna give you this shit on a platter. Here, eat it. Like, he fucking murdered the whole thing. I don't know what song it was, but he verbatimly said that. Don't quote me, but whatever. He's one of my favorite rappers.
Question that applies for everybody in the table. if you had, and I'm gonna start off with Etrnvlwave, so it gives you a little bit of time to think. If you had to only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life,
Stop it.
what would they be?
No, man. I can't.
Better get ready. You better get ready.
Forest Hill Drive.
Nice. Okay.
That's number 1. I can't go without that. 2, my album, In the Wave We Trust.
Hey.
In the
Little plug
wave
there.
we trust. That's dope.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's my new like little movement that I'm starting.
Is there cover art already or not?
Yeah, the whole album's out.
Okay, well, for sure. Okay.
Yeah,
They
it's
see it
out
on the screen
everywhere.
right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's out everywhere. So, that, thirdly, damn, last but not least, and the last one is my favorite too. I would have to say Eminem's Kamikaze.
Hey. Oh,
That
nice.
shit snapped.
Yeah, he
That
did.
shit
All right.
snapped.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
fire. Okay, okay. Ill?
That's The Search by NF, the new Weekend album is fire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I would definitely. And then I'm not really
I'm
an
using
album
my
guy.
phone. I'm
not
sorry.
an album guy. Honestly speaking, those are like the only 2 albums I've ever heard full
It has
on.
to be a third.
I'm
Growing
more
up,
of a
there has to
singles
be an
guy.
album you
bad.
listen to.
Oh yeah, okay. It's an Eminem album. It's is it
Curtain Call?
Yeah, I think
Curtain
it is
Call?
Curtain Call.
That was a banger.
Curtain Call, yeah.
Ali?
Stop. Oh my
Actually,
god.
didn't listen to that.
Craig. Hit us with some 3.
Words from Craig. Words from Craig.
That's that Rona right there. What is it, Craig? Give me.
Craig said there's pressure
Hit me
in
with
the
3.
apocalypse.
Hit me with 3.
He said,
He goes, the Lizzie McGuire soundtrack.
Lizzie McGuire's soundtrack.
That's a banger.
Kim Possible movie
Just
soundtrack.
Possible.
Possible,
music.
come on.
Just now music.
Just, that,
Kids Bop.
Kids Bop. No, that's what I call music, 34.
The 47.
47, no,
one,
47 is significantly better. Yeah. They upped the production value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better.
Ghetto Dope by Master P.
Oh, shit. Okay, look at
That boy
you.
brought out
You
a
throw a little like Mike over here, a little Bow Wow.
Hits from SpongeBob SquarePants.
And what we got, Ali?
Okay, so I'm trying.
I'm trying.
All right, I got
Teen Titans soundtrack.
Hey. Teen Time. Hey, shout out to Robin on
yo.
deck.
Not gonna lie, their
I
music
ain't gonna
is
lie,
fire.
Beast Boy is my favorite.
Beast Boys?
Yeah, no, Beast Boy from Titan.
Oh, I thought you meant Beastie Boys. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So London Grammar, Metal and Dust, the Nerds album, one of them. I don't know. I can't
Nice.
find. Okay, Seeing Sounds. That's the one I remember the most. And then, Kendrick, Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Damn. Okay, shit. Killing them. Eternal, what would you say is a long goal of yours that you have? Or maybe one of your biggest aspirations?
To be honest, other than music, I want to create a cartoon and sell it to Netflix.
I forgot an album.
Fucking dope.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No. We're off that. I'm just.
No, I lost my
I
shot.
couldn't.
I lost my opportunity. For real, do you draw as well?
No, I don't, but I'm looking for an anime. I mean, I got one, but I'm actually, looking for like a team of animators and whatnot. Like, I want to make a weed cartoon.
A weed
shit.
cartoon?
Yeah,
Weed
that?
or weed?
weed.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Weed, like the Nintendo Wii.
No.
That's what I thought.
A weed cartoon.
A weave?
Kind of
English?
like Friday, but cartoon.
It's just so.
Yeah, not really so Friday. But
Okay,
like,
what would your idea of a weed cartoon entail?
like pretty much 2 joints going on, like
An adventure.
Rick and Morty type adventures to like different
Yo,
planets.
I
One
was
of them is,
thinking
like,
like
half smoked.
high people, but the fucking
Yeah.
joint.
I'm watching.
Your two joints.
Yeah,
It reminds me of Snoop Dogg and
Wiz.
Wiz.
Yeah,
when they
when
go to
Mac
high
and
school,
Devin go to high
Mac and Devin go to high
exactly,
school,
exactly. And
yeah.
I want to incorporate them too. So, you know, like hopefully I get to meet, you know, either Wiz or Snoop and, you know, be like, yo, I want you to be a part of this shit. Like, you can be your own joint made out of your own strand. You got KK Wiz and then Snoop, you got Snoopadelic OG, you feel me? Like,
He knows the stuff.
thought it out, so it's
go
done.
ahead, bro. Like, let's get to work.
So clearly you are very pro marijuana.
Of course. Of course.
What do you think of the current state of legalization? Where do you think it's going?
Honestly,
It's legal.
it is.
It's
It's legal.
It's legal. You just gotta get your card, but
Yeah.
you know, I think by 2021 it's gonna be recreational.
Nationwide?
You feel me? Yeah,
You think so?
yeah.
I give it
Because you know, you know why I say
for
that.
nationwide. Yeah,
I
at
feel
least.
like that because it's just like I was recently in Orlando and like the amount of dispensaries like that is actually
Yeah?
sell like
You have a card,
nah, not yet.
dude. I went to Colorado, and over there it's recreational.
Yeah. It's recreational
You just
in
walk
Colorado.
in with an ID, like,
And you can
like
eat-
you're buying alcohol. It's fucking amazing, yo.
You have to be
Beautiful.
21.
21.
I went to Cali one weekend and that shit was fucking amazing. Like I was just smoking outside, walking down the street, and like nobody bothered me. I was
Yo.
like, bro, this is the illest experience. And I was right by Warner Brother Boulevard. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, they're filming shit over here, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yo, my nigga,
Yeah, like
I'm coolin'.
they're shooting Dexter over here, and I'm shooting Jay, bro. Like,
You feel me?
know what I'm
Like we
saying?
good.
Like that's wild. Do you think that it's a medicine, or do you think that it could work for everybody, or do you think that it's for some people and not for some people?
Honestly, I feel like it could be for some people and not for some people.
Word.
You
I
feel
agree.
me? Because you know, some people who smoke, like they start hallucinating
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
weirdly and getting paranoid just straight off the back. Like,
We know someone that had
You
a
know.
similar situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Recently?
oh God.
Like a couple months, like,
It was like a year.
upwards of a year ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, nah, those are the
It's
worst
hard.
experiences
Yeah,
when
bad
you go
trip.
around somebody with that shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
because then you
nah.
gotta babysit. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, and then it's just like, damn, bro. I was really looking forward to having like some stimulating, mind blown conversation
For
with you.
real.
Like I was just about to talk to you about this alien named Jeffrey that I met,
Yo,
dog. Like,
philosophical shit. You know what I'm
feel me?
saying? Like, holy shit. I guess from on the other side of the spectrum, what are your views, your thoughts, or what have been your experiences? Because I know you rarely ever.
Yeah,
You do
I mean
partake.
it's not for me. I just feel like personally. But before I even get to that, like adding on to what you said, definitely it's for and not for some people. With anything that gets you inebriated, I feel like if you're not mentally stable to a certain like extent, it's gonna just
Yeah,
mess with you,
exactly.
because
For
I've seen
sure.
people have like anxiety attacks and all this and
Yeah.
freak out. And it's like, all right, well, you can obviously tell that even when you're sober, you're not maybe fully like stable mentally.
Yeah.
and that
Exactly.
it has a lot to do with it.
Mhm.
So I think you got to be very careful with that. Me personally, I have no issue being inebriated. You feel me? I just don't. I prefer.
that shit.
The reason I don't really smoke is because, and it's such a weird reason, but it calms me down too much,
Yeah, I remember you
and I
telling me,
can't be
like,
too
I can't
calm.
work.
I can't work. You feel me? Like me.
yeah, and
I'm a-
that's something too. And I was just about to add that on. Like some people get lazy as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people would literally just
Not
sit
do
there and
anything
just sink.
Yeah.
And then if they'll get up, they'll either get up to eat, and then after they eat, they'll just go lay down and go straight to sleep. And then it's just like, yo, that's why I say like, yo, weed is not for everybody. Like if you can't learn or know how to operate while smoking marijuana, like don't smoke it up.
Yeah.
Like
Another thing that I will say, as far as like comparing marijuana and alcohol, for the most part, alcohol, everybody knows what a shot a vodka is gonna do to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Correct.
oh, after that shot, I'm fucked up, or after that shot, I'm vibing, but I'm gonna need another 2 or 3 for me to be fucked up, especially a big boy like me, right? When it comes to weed like that, I can maybe take 2 joints to the face, be chilling, whereas I don't know, I give you 1 hit of that same weed and you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very hard to kind of
Yeah.
gauge that, especially with
Exactly.
people that have not smoked before.
Exactly. And to people who don't smoke, don't eat no fucking edibles. Don't.
Oh, fuck that.
don't
No,
do
no,
that.
no, 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 no,
Don't do that. Anybody offer you edibles, bro,
Don't
do
do
not
it.
do that. Please save yourself,
You
bro.
That's
You sound like a
that's-
man with a warning from a deep place within you. Like,
Yo, nah, it's
That's an
never
attack.
happened to me, but I've seen it happen to close friends. You feel me? Like niggas would sit there and be like, "Man, this shit ain't nothing." 35 minutes later, bro, I'm gooking out.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Like, am I still here, bro? Like, niggas thinking that they're astral projecting, and they might be astral projecting, but like, yo, it's weird. It's
Abby,
weird
you had
vibes.
something?
Yeah, I gave this girl a fucking chocolate. Oh my gosh. It was like the worst experience ever. She passed out
Oh my
Nice.
Oh god.
Nice. That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
because she was right
That's a
in
good
front of me
edible.
and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm not here. Da, 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 da. And like 5 minutes later, I turn around, this bitch is knocked out on the floor, throwing up. They had to call the ambulance,
What?
like at work.
Oh my
All
god.
at work.
Did
We
she
were in the
snitch?
hostess stand.
Who gave that chocolate to this
Yo,
woman?
I was shitting bricks. I don't know.
I was
Listen,
like, I've never seen chocolate in my life before. Nah,
but no,
bro.
the next day happened. Everything was all cool. But at the moment, I thought I was going to jail.
Oh god.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our listeners who have been listening for numerous episodes, we have a segment here by the name of Movie Reviews by Craig. And Craig, would you be so kind as to tell us what we're watching today?
No movie this time. We're
What?
watching Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon. Is that a
Oh,
show
yeah.
or a movie?
It's a
I thought
show.
It's a show, right?
On
Yeah,
Netflix?
on Netflix.
It's crazy.
Altered
Okay.
And they have a cartoon version of it too, which is pretty dope.
It was a book.
I
Yeah.
only heard one
Oh,
thing
shit.
about that show, and that it's that. And I have no idea what it's about, but all I heard was that dudes dress up as chicks. That's all I was told,
Is this true,
and I could be wrong.
Craig?
He's like, somewhat.
Drag queens?
No. So
Drag queen.
go ahead.
It's gonna burst it down.
Okay, it's
Wait, and
about.
before we continue,
yeah.
is it 2 thumbs up? What is it?
No, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though they're okay.
Okay.
Looking
We're just letting it go.
past.
Yeah. All right.
They eventually future times you're able to live on forever because your soul or your consciousness is in a plate. It's like in a plate in the back of your head. So if they kill that, they kill you forever. But if they kill the body, just put the plate onto another body and you are now a man in a woman's body or a woman in a man's body.
Okay.
You know?
Kind of cross dressing.
Yeah.
I'd be
So
down to
All right,
check
do
it
you
out.
have like, can you tell them, hey, I want to stay one gender?
that's where society plays because it depends on how much money you have. You can choose.
There's so many
To
angles.
have-
to take. And There's so
okay.
many.
So-
There's so many angles to take that because I can already see the snobby, rich white man that has to go into the body of a black man. I can already see that playing out.
He's not.
Let's get out.
If he is rich, he's gonna be able to
you
keep
can-
on going in a white body.
Himself and put himself in
But you can. Keep
Oh
your,
yeah,
so
you can clone yourself. Yeah,
and you keep your money.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, cause rich people
And
at that
also-
time.
Because rich people.
Because rich people.
Because rich people.
You can copy their disc. So have backup disc. So
Oh,
that
that's
disc
must be-
get destroyed.
Damn, I'll have to check that out.
And
Yeah,
Hey.
It's like a hard
wake up in
drive.
100 years.
yeah, it is
Oh,
a hard drive.
It's your conscience.
Ladies
your
and gentlemen,
yeah.
we go from Wreck-'em Ralph to Altered Carbon.
Yeah, last week was
With
recommend.
Wreck-'em Ralph. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Have you watched any of this? And what do you normally watch? I know you were big or are big into anime.
Other than anime, I've never watched any of those.
What was the last anime you watched or currently watching?
Honestly, I'm watching Black Clover right now.
Black Clover.
That's an anime? Black Clover or something like that.
I've
I thought it was
heard
a
of
movie
it,
that
man.
yeah, right. I've heard of that. That's why I was like, what the
Yeah, nah, Black Clover's on some crazy ass like.
What's about?
It's like witchcraft and like shit like that, like knights with like magic and shit
Okay.
like that, and they got spells and shit. I'm still trying to dive a little bit into it. I haven't watched it in a while. I kind of cut back because I've been making a lot of music.
All right.
But I watched that. I watched Empire. I watched Star. Shit, I watch anything that's interesting, to be honest.
Dope. As far as your sound goes, if you could put it into one word, you know how people talk about, boom bap type rap or mumble type rap or this. How would you describe your sound in one word?
Shit.
nice.
Quality.
That's hard. That's a hard. I mean, one word.
He said, "I leave him speechless, boy."
That's
Is that
Wavy.
some? Oh,
Wavy.
okay.
wavy. Okay.
Wavy.
Dope.
Wavy. You always feel like you're on a tide. Whether it be calm, whether it be harsh, whether it be shit, a tsunami.
Word.
Like whether you drown in it, whether you build a Noah's Ark and
What's this correlation between you and water? I see that a lot.
I was bullied a lot growing up, and like I was never really like everybody's favorite to be around and shit like that. So like at a certain point it affected me. Like it like took a control of me, and I had like thoughts of suicide and depression. And then after my mom kicked me out, like that's when the suicide started to kick in. And then then I was homeless. And then at that point I was just like, damn, like I'm never gonna get out of this shit. And then somehow God took me out of it. Ever since then it was just like, yo. And then it was crazy because when I came back home, one night I was watching All American. I don't know if you ever seen that shit.
It's a show.
It's a show?
Yeah, it's a show on Netflix. But then I woke up during the middle of the night, like at like 4:00 in the morning one night, and I wanted to watch like Jet Li or Bruce Lee for some reason, like just watch that shit. So like, I think it was, don't judge me if I'm mistaken, if I'm wrong, but I think it was Bruce Lee. But Bruce Lee was like, yo, be like water.
Yeah.
Cause nothing will affect you. You feel me? You won't let nothing affect you.
The one that he's talking about, if the water fills the cup, be the cup.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I seen that night, and then ever since then, I was just like, yo.
To adapt to everything, basically.
Yeah, just to like make everything easier on me and on my mind. And then it's just like, so like every time I'm super stressed out, or like I get to a point where it's just like, yo, like I can't take anymore. I like to go to the beach, or like I just like to feel and touch water. Like I have this like little oasis in the middle of my community that I go to at night, and I smoke, and then I just go touch the water. And then like I just play with the water a little bit, and then I just go back inside, and I feel like hella better.
That sounds super soothing.
Right?
It does.
Two things on that though. Also, the form of water. I would watch this. Me and Craig watched it actually, where it freezes water. It depends on what you write on it, or what your frequency, or what you portray on it. So you can talk about holy water or good or anything positive, and it will form to it. So as soon as it freezes, like the most symmetrical one will be gratitude. So anytime you say thank you to it, and then when you're saying you go into the beach, that's like the 4 elements. You get the fire from the sun, you get the water from the ocean, earth from the sand, and then wind. So it's like it recharges you.
Okay, that's dope. Ill, what's something kind of like a token or a place, anything really that that does that for you, that kind of like brings you back, that kind of recharges you, kind of, you know, gives you that that ill-logicness.
A lot of drugs. No, I'm playing.
A couple opiates and we gotta go. You know?
Hey, one time. No, that's a good one. I definitely. It used to be. This is so weird. It used to be when I was younger. I didn't have a car, so I would take the metro train and the bus. It used to be the bus, like any sort of public transportation where I was waiting for the train.
That's
or in
freedom,
the train.
though, right? Like
Right.
back then,
that was
that's freedom.
It was
bro.
the place that I would write the best songs was when I was in a bus or in a train on my way to work or back home.
Very 8 Mile, very lose yourself.
Right.
You know.
So nowadays, that's a good question. Where I find my peace. Maybe I haven't found it.
Damn.
No, I'm playing. I got deep.
Got deep.
I don't know. I guess the first thing that keeps popping up to my is when I'm talking to God. I mean, wherever I am, it's not like a certain location. It's just more so like when I'm praying and I'm talking to Him. I feel like that's where I'm more like at peace than anything. But before used to be definitely the bus ride.
And now now we're quarantined and we can't even hit up the gym or anything. Like, we don't have those moments of like, you know,
You can get a lot of free shit. Let's talk about all the free shit you can get.
True.
Here we go.
True. Yeah. We're gonna enlighten you guys. You're gonna make like an income.
A whole list of catalogs and everything.
The
that
gym's free, water's free. Do you, when you kind of want to like kill some time and not think about anything, do you resort to gaming? I know, or
I'm not really big on video games anymore. I used to be. I loved it, but when I'm, what do I do when I'm trying to release stress? I don't know. We could talk about the gym since we were talking about because right now, like especially me, I've been getting really big with the gym. So I've been going to
getting big.
you know, there's a park not too far from here, and I'm just doing a whole bunch of body weights.
Nice.
So it's just a lot of push-ups and lunges and sit-ups. So that's actually been a different adventure. It's a different workout.
Word.
So it definitely feels like I'm hitting a whole new wave of like muscles and whatnot. But yeah, I don't. That's like a horrible question to ask me. I what I was gonna continue with before, right, is like, how do you stress relieve? I don't know why that's a horrible question to ask me.
It's literally all inside.
And that's, but it's funny. It's funny because that's what I was gonna get to before when we were talking about smoking, and I said I don't do it because it calms me down. I like being stressed. It keeps, I know.
You sound like a
weird.
masochist, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah, you sound like
Yes, I like it because it keeps me moving. When I'm not stressed, when I'm too calm, I don't feel like I need to work.
None of my sessions canceled today. I fucking hate that.
Yeah. So I like being stressed. It's weird. It's still stressful. Stress is stressful, but I mean, muscles don't grow unless you stress them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the same with me. I feel like God stresses me or puts me in positions so that I can learn patience, so that I can learn and I can grow and become a better me. You know what I'm saying? So
Most definitely.
Yeah, they say iron sharpens iron, you know, or steel sharpens steel.
One of the two.
Addie, is there anything that you do? Kind of like vibe out, chill out, find yourself again?
I like to listen to a lot of music and a lot of mainly frequency music. I don't want it to really say any words. Just send me there, beam me up.
I heard about the frequencies. Okay, is that something, do you put that when you're going to sleep or you legit meditate to it?
A little bit of both. Okay. So depending on how I want to sleep to, and I make sure they just no ads because I don't know what the fuck is gonna tell me when I'm sleeping. Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Best fiends.
Yeah. You be zoning in. Manscaped 3.0.
Yeah, but I try to when I'm awake, I listen to more just a lot of music that doesn't have a lot of lyrics, but still is melodic. But yeah, mainly when I'm sleeping, I listen to it. It says the number frequency, and then you can tell what you want to feel or whatever. So it's dope.
Etrnvlwave, are you big into meditating?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do it every day or?
Not every day like
Not
I
every
used
day.
to, but I'm starting to get back into it.
What are some of
Slowly.
the benefits that you found from it?
Honestly, that shit cooled my anger all
Word.
the way down.
Yeah.
All the way down. I used to be a crazy hothead. Like, yeah, nah, that shit cooled me all the way down. And also it just made me more humble. And then on top of being humble, it just opened my eyes more to a lot of things that I didn't really, would have normally seen if I never ever started meditating in the first place. Feel me? Never started soul searching and trying to find myself and find my inner me and find my inner peace and find, what makes me me and what makes me happy.
Did you find it yourself, or was somebody who was like, "Hey, try meditation"?
I found it myself.
Yeah.
Like just throughout all the it actually started when I was homeless. When the first time I was homeless, and then I had to sleep on benches and sleep on basketball courts at night and shit like that. So it's sometimes I used to have a basketball until the basketball went flat, and I ain't had no bread to go pump the ball back up and whatnot. So I would shoot hoops till I got tired. And then I'll lay on the basketball as a pillow and shit. And then I'll have on a sweater or a jacket or a hoodie and shit and just long pants. And then that shit. And then I'll just sit there and then in the communities and whatnot, because the basketball courts that I slept at were in communities. So they had Wi-Fi near the clubhouse and whatnot. So I would hook onto the Wi-Fi and then I would just play melodic frequency, third eye music from YouTube and whatnot, and just go to sleep on that, and just sit there and just stare at the stars and just look at that.
Talk to me about the first night that you had to sleep outside. How was that like?
Honestly, that shit was crazy.
Yeah?
That shit was crazy as fuck. I ain't know where I was gonna go. My mom, she switched the locks on the door and all that shit, and it was just crazy. I just came home yo, what the fuck? And then I started beating on the door, and I'm asking my little brothers to open the door. She was telling my little brothers don't open the door for me and shit like that. And then she called the police. And then that's when I called my dad. And then, my dad came, and then my dad was just yo, what's going on, da-da-da-da-da. And then, hold up, scratch that. I mean, I left before my dad came. My little brothers told me that my dad came asking my mom what was going on. And then my mom told my dad that, I put my hands on her and all this different type of shit. And I was like, bruh. And my mom's light skinned. So, if I hit you, you gonna bruise. You feel me? So, and it was just crazy because it was just yo, I'm bruh, I wasn't doing nothing. I was in my room actually just writing a rap song, and I'm just yo. And that was the early stages when I was just still trying to figure things out. And then after that, I went to the little park behind the house, and I just stayed behind there, and I slept on a bench for the night. It was cold as fuck. Then it rained, and then I was soaking fucking wet the next morning. I ain't had no other clothes. Then I went to my homeboy crib, and then he gave me clothes. And then, yeah, that was the first night.
Are you on better terms now?
Nah, me and my mom don't speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me and my pops.
Feel you. How were you able to on being in such a rough situation? How are you able to have the clear mind to still want to pursue the craft, pursue the music, still putting all that shit aside and be you know what, there's still an objective, there's still a goal to do?
It definitely is hard. Definitely is difficult. I cry a lot. But I think it's just the factor of me just trying to prove to her, because when she kicked me out, she told me I'll never be nothing. So it's
But I'ma
just
show you.
Yeah. it's just not to stunt or not to flex on my mother. It's just to show her like, yo, like whatever you thought that I couldn't do, just because, you know, when you were younger, people told you that you couldn't do it, and now you're living a life that you don't want to live because you didn't want to say fuck the naysayers or fuck, you know, whoever didn't support your dream and still chase it. That's you're putting that on your child, and it's like, yo, you can't put that on me like that. You can't put those restraints on me no more. Like that's something that I had to learn. It was just like, yo, like I had to break the chains that she had on me, and it was just like, yo, like, because when I first started making music, she didn't want me being in studios. She didn't want me doing this. She didn't want me doing that.
She thought it was bad influence?
Yeah. She thought I'd be around a lot of drugs and shit like that. She didn't want me
Does she
smoking.
consider weed a drug or like
Yeah.
hardcore drugs?
Nah, she considers weed a drug, but I was like, yo, Dad smokes, I smoke. Like, you should smoke.
I smoke, we smoke.
Fuck down.
Everybody smoke.
And then it's just like, you know, yeah, that was it. I just had to, you know, really, I just had to really sever, you know, the ties with shit, and just, I think God put me through that difficult path in my life because of that, because of the fact of this is where I'm supposed to be. And when I'm going through this journey to get to where I'm supposed to be, I'm gonna have a lot of that.
I think, you know, like a lot of things, it's you know, it's a lesson for when you do reach that level of success, that you can remember when it sucked, you know. But, you know, I have no doubt that you will reach that level of success. But speaking of performance and whatnot, how would you, excuse me, how would you describe one of your live performances?
Fucking lit.
Hey,
Fucking lit.
Yeah.
Wavy as fuck.
wavy as fuck.
Wavy.
What was your last performance?
March 7th in Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Marsh Pit, Orlando 2.0.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then before that, have you been doing any shows recently? I think, had you?
Yeah, we personally I didn't like the title, but it was something about hell or something.
Oh, A Trip to Hell.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I know the one you're speaking of.
Yeah.
That'd be A Trip to Hell.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Tankhead had performed. And hopefully, I don't know what's gonna happen to him, but
Yeah,
you know,
Free Tank.
What happened with him?
He got arrested.
For what?
His shooting of his manager died.
He shot him?
Nah, no sir. He shot at the people who tried to shoot at them, but ended up turning himself in. But you know, hopefully he gets out, because you know, man's got a daughter, man's got to eat. You feel me? Man's got to be there for his daughter, to grow his daughter. You feel me? The right way. You feel me? So she don't end up, you know, like anybody else without a father in their life. You know, father figure. So.
that was a really hard situation. It was so complicated because it was like they were saying that it was because it was his gun and it wasn't even that he shot. It was like, they're just gonna arrest him. So it was very weird situation that happened.
What was the theme of the show? I heard there was a lot of like black cloaks involved.
Black cloaks? Nah.
Portal to another dimension type shit.
Oh, Trip to Hell?
Wait.
It was
Nah, there wasn't no portal, bro.
We weren't conjuring spirits.
Nah.
All right. How many Ouija boards were there?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Because there's a Ouija board shortage right now.
Wait, hold up, bro. Nah, there ain't no Ouija boards in this one. Nah.
He goes, not in this one. Next one. That's dope. But yeah, so very energetic. I would assume your performances.
Very energetic. I start mosh pits.
Hey.
Yeah, I start mosh pits and I engage with everybody, like no matter who you are. Like I will come personally into your face with the microphone and look you dead in your eyes, like how I'm looking at you right now. And I'll just be like, yo,
right there. That's fine.
and I'll bob with you, so that way you know I'm vibing with you. And then see, So,
you know, we can't control the shows, but definitely you control your energy and your frequency, and you providing a different vibe and frequency aside from what, you know, other people say or other people do. Is like you're gonna attract the same likeness, and everybody's gonna. You can even level up somebody that wasn't even supposed to be there or wasn't even supposed to get that light. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a positive.
Are you originally from Miami?
Yeah, I was born
Family
in.
and everything.
I was my dad's from Jamaica.
Dope.
And my mom's from England.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What a combination, yo.
Right.
That's dope, yo. Have you been to England?
Yeah, I've been to England when I was younger.
How was it?
It was beautiful
The
for what I can remember.
The accent didn't stick though.
It did for like a week when I came back.
on that 21 Savage shit, bro.
But then, you know,
When you're younger, you can grab the accent quicker than when you're older. It's like you still got that twang. Of,
yeah, exactly,
For
right?
sure. Are you currently working on any projects right now?
Yeah, I'm working on my next album called
Word?
The Lonely Stoner.
Oh, that's
Oh, you know, I just wrote that on a piece of paper and being just, you know, funny for myself. And I wrote it as a beat and it was like boner, lonely boner. It was, but yeah, I wrote that down. Oh, you can have it.
I'll give you the rights to it.
Oh, God. All right, cool. So I got the okay, right?
What would you consider, I guess, have you shot any music videos yet?
Yeah, I got a couple on YouTube.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did you release them?
I released them like last year.
Word, that's dope.
All of them last year.
Which is not long ago because that's just 3 months. I guess, what do you consider, because we were recently shooting a music video, what would you consider some of the, I guess, the hardships or the hardest parts about having so many things going on when you have a music video, and also trying to, you know, apply what you feel is true to the song, true to your vision, true to your art, but also, you know, being realistic with what's going on?
If you both want me, or if all of y'all want me to be honest with you, when it comes to like the video, I give like anybody who's working on my video like just
Creative freedom.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Because it's just like it's because that for exact reason. It's just like, yo, I may see it one way and I may have recorded it one way, but the way I recorded it and the way you hear it is gonna make you visualize it how you see it. You feel me? But you're gonna see it not only through your view, but through a world's eye, like a bird's eye view, of the world, like what the world would maybe like to see. You feel me? And then it's just like once they add in whatever they add in, it's just like, yo, like if I easily don't like something, I'll be like, nah, I really don't like that. But like, you know, it could be dope with something else in the future. Like that just gave me an idea, you feel me, for like whatever other song I got, you know, in my vault or whatever. You feel me? But other than that, yo, go have a free fucking ball, my nigga. Be as creative as possible, my nigga. Add as much add-ins, add as much transitions, whatever you gotta add in, bro. Just go ahead, have a free ball.
Do you have the same?
Make it look dope.
Do you have the same attitude when it comes to your engineers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do your thing. I trust you.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. How about, who do you work with when it comes to producing your music?
Right now I work with this producer named Sugar Beats from Germany.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, so like I've never met him in person, but we chat through email and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like,
that's really dope.
but
That's
yeah,
dope,
he's
yeah.
dope as hell. Dope as
You know,
hell.
those are the positives of the internet.
Yeah.
Twitter,
And
you
that's,
feel me?
bro, you need that now more than ever with this Rona going around.
Yeah.
I tell you,
I'm trying
boy.
to tell you. And he just sent me a beat pack this morning, so
Hey, he's like, I'm gonna
Blessed.
crack that open.
Right?
To work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's our Sunday vibe right there. But speaking of music videos, ladies and gentlemen, if let's say you are trying to get into the music video game, let's say you try and get into the music video game, and you got all the cameras ready to go, but after you get this footage, you don't know what to do with the footage. What do, man? You contact Tom MJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna do you right every time. That's what she said, kind of. You know what I'm saying? He is a master of video editing, a giant in the game, if you will. I'm a little biased, but there's no one better. I'm sorry. There's no one better in the game. You can quote me on that. Hit him up, Tom MJ Moore. He's the one, like Neo, you know? Also, click that subscribe button. You see it on the screen. You know what I'm saying? You see it on there. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe or follow on Spotify. All that good stuff. You can follow us everywhere.
Big facts.
Apple Podcasts. Etrnvlwave, brother, you got any shout outs you got for any of your people?
Yeah, big shout out to my beautiful soon-to-be wife slash girlfriend.
Oh, that was beautiful.
But,
he is a romantic, ladies and gentlemen. He is.
Kaya, you know, and she is also my videographer. So shout out to Crater Face. I'm tripping. I'm high as fuck.
Oh, that's so good.
Shout out to Crater Face. You feel me? Anyways. So go ahead and book her. You feel me? For whatever you want to. You feel me? She's dope as shit. Dope. Shout out to my pops. Shout out to my two little brothers. Shout out everybody who fought with me in Germany and everywhere else. You feel me? Shout out to Midnight in Miami. You see it on the wall.
Hey.
It is. So, yeah, man.
Appreciate you so much. As always, ladies and gentlemen, join us every Thursday at midnight. You know, check us out maybe Friday if you're going to work, or actually not going to work because your ass is quarantined at home. And just chill. You know, do we have any local spotlights today?
Yeah. Josiah the Messiah.
Josiah the Messiah, our guest videographer from
Messiah the Josiah.
Yes, our guest videographer from the Danny the Colombian Warrior episode. That was our guest videographer that day. He was tagged on those videos. Check him out. You also see him on the screen. And yeah, check us out Thursday at midnight. As always, we will be here, quarantine or not, breaking all the laws.
Yeah, this shit is actually affecting a lot of us.
Yeah, no, it
Bitch
really
got
is.
laid off. So help us out.
Shout out. Yeah. Given the Rona, we're waiting on the website. The website's coming up soon, and you will see the online store with all our pins and patches and stickers, and we're gonna get shirts there soon, and we're also gonna get some stuff from Mixin in there as well, Mixin fam. So be on the lookout for that, and stay gold, pony boy. You know, just stay beautiful. You know, and anything else, brother?
Hey, man, stay wavy. Be like water. You feel me? And the Lonely Stoner is coming soon.
Beautiful.
Yes.
As always, see you on Thursday. Holla!
Hey.
And it don't matter what the world thinks. You can say how you feel on midnight.